Hi, so today we're talking about what it's like to be suddenly single in your 30s. And I personally can relate to this because I was suddenly single in my 30s. That's how 30 Ever After started. It was kind of like a blindside breakup. I didn't expect it. And when I was single again, all of a sudden I had to work out how dating worked and how to not date in such a panic that I was running out of time. So these are a couple of things that you will probably go through. And number one is the panic factor. You know, the idea that everyone's kind of doing their own thing, moved on with their lives, married, engaged, and having babies, and here you are just feeling like you're left behind. But don't worry. Everyone goes through life at different times. We all have different timelines. It's not like you were in high school or in school, grade school, where everybody went to elementary school at the same time, and then everyone went to high school, and then everyone went to university. When you reach adulthood, everyone moves at a different pace. And you'd be surprised by how many people I know who got married early and now they're really unhappy in their marriages. So life is not linear. You're not running out of time. It's not a competition. So the second thing is, you're worried about all the good men being taken. Not true. Not true at all. Now with online dating apps, there's so many men to meet. And it's not just men in your area, it's men in Sydney or in your state. There's so many ways to meet them thanks to online dating. You'd be exposed to so many different types of people that you never thought you'd met. Like Christian and I always talk about what it would be like if we didn't have happen the dating app, because we don't roll in the same circles. I was living by the beaches and he was living in the inner city somewhere. So we never would have met, I don't think. I'm convinced of this. So, a lot of people feel jaded about online dating and they think that doesn't work. But, with the right dating profile, if you know what you're looking for, if you've mastered the art of conversation and, texting online dating can be really easy, and it could be a really effective way to meet new people and meet really, really great guys. So there's that. Number three is, again, the constant fear of running out of time. Now, the trouble with this is if you're constantly thinking that you're running out of time, you will attract a different level of men. If you're constantly thinking that you're running out of time, you kind of go into this any guy will do mode, and as a result you'll say yes to all the wrong people. You'll say yes to all the people you should be saying no to, because I think when I meet women who are in that mind frame, all they're thinking is, well, I really need to meet him soon, so I'll just date everyone. And in them dating everyone, they're investing their emotions in all the wrong places. And when the relationship doesn't eventuate, then they go into this mindset of, I've tried everything, it doesn't work. And that mindset breeds more shitty relationships. So, I can't stress this enough. You need to be in a good mindset and date not from a place of fear, and instead a place of faith that it'll work out for you, especially when you're single. So mindset work is something that I talk about a lot. I've got a whole course dedicated to mindset work. I've also got a free 14-day mindset challenge. It's a printable. I'll leave you a link below. But you really need to get into a good mindset before you start dating, because otherwise a few relationships will fizzle out and it'll leave you very, very jaded and exhausted very quickly. The next thing is, if you're suddenly single and you feel like things aren't going your way or you can't seem to break this pattern, go back and understand what your needs are. What do you need in a relationship? It's not so much catering to, what, the other person wants you to be, what men want you to be, but what do you need to feel happy in a relationship? Because the faster you can identify that, the faster you can seek people who are more than happy to fulfill your emotional needs. So, when you're suddenly single in your 30s, it can be devastating, but it's also a really good time to reflect on, all the roadblocks that you've had, all the relationships you've had that had led you to this you being single in your 30s. It's a good time to just check in, know your roadblocks, shift your mindset, understand what you want, so that you can attract a healthy relationship. And you know, your 30s aren't too late. I've met so many women who are finding their person in their 40s and 50s. I mean, and I've met so many women who, you know, may have been married in the early 20s, didn't work out, and find love again in their 30s. So there's still a lot of time for you. It can totally happen for you. If you want to learn more, I will leave a couple of free resources for you to download. And if you don't know, I actually went from single to engaged in 12 months. And so that just goes to show you how quickly things can turn around for you. And I've got a client, her name is Nat, and she found her man in just over a little bit over a month. And then I have another person who found a man in 18 months. You know, it ranges, but the end result is they find them, and that's all that matters. So I hope you join me in any of my courses, or if you're interested in reading my material, I'll leave some link to my blog, 30everafter.com. And yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe so that I'll know to create more like this, or leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you either way. Thanks for watching. Bye.